Hey, just a heads up, I didn't expect this video to be this long. It's a bit more serious than I thought it'd be. Next time I upload, it'll be much more lighthearted, just so you know. So, just wanted to give you the heads up. Alright, let's get into this. Well, it's time for that update video. How are you, my friend? Honestly, this feels kind of weird being in front of a camera. I know, not yet. You're not going to see my pretty face just yet, don't you worry. Um, so I'm just going to try getting straight into it. So, from what I remember, I promised me saying that we would be doing kind of an update video of what's happened recently, well, semi recently, and just where the vlogs will come from. So let's just get into the vlog part of it first. I am looking forward to getting into vlog videos eventually, for after the circumstances I have said are through with that I will get to soon. And it'll be more of a relaxed hangout, just friends being friends, sharing experiences, nothing much there, just a step into my life. Just be friendly. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. So those will be here hopefully, if everything in a perfect world, in about a year from this video. But that all depends on what's coming up. Um so in short, I'm trying to make this video not over 10 minutes long. I try to make it 5. I have been experiencing some unique circumstances with family, and it'd be very taxing and tolling mentally, physically. So I've been trying my best to manage that. I've the thing I have to keep telling myself: the best intentions were in place. You can't control other people's thoughts. As long as you know in your heart that you had the best intentions in mind, then there's nothing you could really do about it. And letting go of a lot of things is tough. So that's been going on for about, actually, at this point, at least solidly a year and a half. And that's been pretty interesting to manage and deal with. On the positive side, I think I now know what the future holds for the most part, so it won't be too surprising when something happens. On the other side, just getting used to a new type of life and expecting it, that I don't think most people will have to come to terms with. But that's just been long term, that's been constant. What happened recently, I was gonna do this video, I think about a month ago, but about a month ago, the update that kind of sucked for me. You hear my stories if you watch my other videos a bit about family, brother, sister, and how awesome my sister is. About a month ago, we learned that my sister has cancer, so that wasn't particularly fun. I had to, I have to. And it's not that I have to. I want to be there in ways that I know that she needs. I'm more of a, I like to think of it logical, straightforward, not going to dance around something, tell you how it is in the nicest way possible while taking all of your feelings and thoughts and considerations to account. And when I learned that happened, it was just before the World Series, yeah, for baseball people. And she's a huge Dodgers fan. I'm a Yankees and Dodgers person myself. Sister taught me everything about baseball. Looking back in my life, my sister was very formative in who I am today by many counts, and probably the biggest role model I've had in my family next to my grandmother. So when that news happened, it wasn't fun. It was it wasn't a shock because it's something that's just going to be more apparent. And the main thing I want to know, what are the chances, like just all those numbers of it. But on the bright side, it seems to be going well. She's handling it. She's having proper diet, nutrition, exercise. She has a positive mindset about it. But this is what happened the about a month ago after that. So it was the first week she learned about having cancer, and she had to drop off her daughter. What makes it worse is that she just had her second child and it's been a tough journey for that. And she thought everything was going well. Cancer comes, diagnosed, then has to go to the doctor. And then when she dropped off her baby daughter here, someone had broken into her car in the driveway, stole her belongings, stole her driver's license, credit cards, professional licenses, pretty much everything you could have on your persons that matters. And her phone, just a lot of things within the matter of 2 minutes. And I was coming back from working, and where I realized, oh, why is my sister coming out at me in the front? Is something bad happened with the cancer? No, someone had just stole her belongings, and she's devastated. This is the worst week of her life, even more so now. So knowing that, how family dynamics are, I just talked to her. Then we looked around. I went to the neighbor's house to see if they got anything on the camera. We got a little bit after about half an hour. So about 45 minutes removed from the initial robbery, we found a video from one of my neighbors of a long time. She showed me, kind of freaked her out coming up to her, asking real quick, but she knows me. We got a very grainy visual, and then where I live, it is very unsafe. There used to be, well, I say it because a new law passed, lots of homeless, lots of drug use, gang activity, and human trafficking, all that lovely stuff that people do for whatever reason. So I just thought the best thing for my sister is for us to go out and not be where it happened, talk about it, hopefully make light of certain things, make sure that she cancels all her cards, her contact information. This was not fun, but if you remember other stories I'm very familiar with this area. I feel like I understand a fair amount of how people like that think and act and the lack of. So I hit up some spots in my area that I assume they would go if they had a wallet. They're homeless. So check some grocery stores, local spots where a lot of people just sleep, corners, hidden spots. And right when she said she wanted to go home, we were right around the corner. I said, you know what? Let me check one last spot. And then that last spot was just going down towards, like, within a block of the neighborhood of where she got her stuff stolen from. And we found her. I didn't know it was her. I pointed it out, and my sister instantly knew, that's my stuff. That's her. And we had to have an altercation with her. And I could tell then, right before that, I told my sister, well, on the bright side, it's only going to go up from here. This is the worst day of your life, and you could say that definitively now, or worst week of your life. And she just kind of laughed, saying, yeah, you're right. You can't get much worse than this. So, well, hopefully, statistically. So after that, find her after an hour, I think 15 hour and a half after the initial robbery. I go lead with my sister. My sister, she's over 40. She's athletic. She taught me how to play baseball. Myself, 6 foot plus, large male, coming up, got her backpack, got her wallet, her other belongings real quick. And my sister got her stuff. Long story short, took about 30 minutes of me following the person for them to get taken off in a squad car by the police. Police took about 20 plus minutes to respond. I was on the phone with them the whole time, and we live right next to the police station. Whatever your thoughts on that are, they got the job done at the end. And about 3 weeks after that, my sister and I were talking, and she said, you know what? At that moment, that's when things really turned around with my attitude, when I got my stuff back, because she would have to call her DMV, credit cards, debit, all this stuff that would take even more of a headache and make a situation worse. And I didn't know that was going to happen, but I'm glad I had a feeling to just keep trying and being persistent, and that would be a turning point. I knew if something were to happen, it would be a turning point, and if nothing were to happen, it would at least be an optimistic viewpoint. So from there, Sister just dealing with her chemotherapy, talking to her on and off. She has her own family, so it's not as consistent as you would like it to be, but the words that are shared matter a lot. So that's going on still. And then when I was going to record this 4 nights ago, I was working late, and then I had to wake up late. Right now it's like 4:10 in the morning. My girlfriend, I got woken up by her calling me saying, "I don't want you to be worried, but I'm at my parents' house. I hurt myself," and I thought, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible." Waking up to that, so nothing too bad. She burned herself with some oil cooking meat. It jumped in her eye. I think it cut her iris. Like it was, or her, like it's not fun thinking about hot oil going in your eye, and it got her cheek as well. So that was a long situation. Had to go to the ER, get her some medicines, and everything's good there. So right when I was gonna record that night, that happened, and I thought, okay, I don't care. I have to put it off. So this is a little later than I'd like, but um, yeah, that's just a little update. Things have been tough for the past year and a half. Sister news is different. One of the biggest, well, yeah, at the moment, the biggest family member I have um, to share anything with. Dealing with that, it's not any fun, especially with her newborn. But pushing that to the side, because I bet some of you are probably wondering about me. Um, for myself, I have an amazing girlfriend to talk to bounce things off of, share frustrations, and just spend so much time with, learning, growing, understanding, letting go, just pretty much everything to manage this. Um, I'm not anywhere in the clear yet. I had so many plans lined up that just can't come to fruition because of these circumstances. And I'll tell you in the future, or probably at some point, because I think hardships taken the right way are amazing learning experiences, even if you haven't dealt with it. And I'm not someone to drink or do drugs or any type of smoking. So I like to dwell on my thoughts for the most part. And as I've matured, I've known when to let it rest and just accept. So I had to put a lot of things on hold. Can't do my other channels like I've been wanting to. I was doing my other game channels just for fun, just to kind of, like, for me, whenever I had a bad day, I just put on YouTube and watch a goofy gamer person, or try to sleep with someone like Ephemeral Rift and just feel comfort in a spot that wasn't so comfortable. And that's what I try doing through those channels. Even if it seems like it's a bit much, I think in the end it's just all lighthearted fun. So ultimately, my goal is in a year to do vlogs. I would love if I could make any sort of decent income through YouTube, as so far with my main channel I have just been a money pit, which is, it's fun. I love our journey, but for what's going on here, I need to keep working what I do. That's not YouTube, of course. Find time for YouTube, because YouTube's a fun, nice relief and a chance to connect with all of you. And the goal is within a year to be moved out of this current state I live in, California, to somewhere in the northern East Coast, but not 100%. So that's going to require a lot of work, a lot of saving, a lot of planning, a lot of things to go relatively well, and just finding my own peace and happiness, because that's been something that's hard to keep consistent. It's been hard to be happy, but I've been content, and I think that's a big positive from the situation. But that's just something we all have our own hardships, our own issues. Just sharing a little bit of mine now. So that's a little bit of an update of what's been going on. Vlogs will come shortly. I really look forward to doing that, so I could just be goofy with all of you. do our little. It's going to be a fun experience. From what I've watched, I know what I want to do and just have fun with. And regarding, like, if you're curious about the main channel, the ASMR channel, that will be. We're nearing the end of that 1,000 episode journey, and from there, the channel will go into a transition I've been waiting for. 1,000 solitaire episodes will be a healthy footprint for the Great Ape channel for sure, and then we'll have we'll find our groove. But for now, I think that's it. Very interesting. I don't like speaking so seriously all the time, but sometimes it's necessary. Just can't wait to be goofy, can't wait to be silly, but the time is not right yet. So until we see each other again, my friend, please stay awesome, stay safe, eat your fruits and vegetables, and just be you. See ya.